speaker, Mr. Jonathan Moyd. He is going to be speaking also from the Successful Club series, Setting the Stage for Success, Meeting Roles and Responsibilities. And in light of our upcoming election, he's going to talk about how to educate the club of the Toastmasters election process. Title of his speech, Election 2010. He's also going to be speaking from 13 to 15 minutes. Please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster, Mr. Jonathan Moyds.
June 1st is a very important day, should I say the first week of June, is a very important day in Toastmasters' life. Not only will our club, but most clubs will have their election. This is one of the most important aspects of a club. This is the breath of our club. It makes sure everything is running well. The officers that you elect to run the business of our club is in your hands. We all have one vote and no hanging chads. Before we start, I want to read something to you, just to get you in the right frame of mind. So please, give an ear. The more effort you give, the more you expose yourself to the possibility of disappointment. But that is certainly no reason to avoid the effort. The more love you give, the more you expose yourself to the possibility of being hurt. Yet, it would not hurt infinitely more to have never given any love at all. Sure, life has its pitfalls. The key is not to avoid them out of fear, but to overwhelm them with positive purpose. For effort, while it can sometimes bring disappointment, more often brings a great achievement. And love, while it can bring heartbreak, more often brings a level of fulfillment that cannot be matched. Every experience, no matter what the outcome, adds richness and depth to your life. With the positive moments, you build joy, and with the difficult times, you build strength. Engage yourself fully in the details of life, in which each day, to add value to your life, cannot be taken away. Be an active, enthusiastic participant in this day, Election Day, and you'll come away with a real, lasting treasure. The purpose of my presentation is to espouse you to become an active participant. An active participant. More often than not, we have officers. I've seen clubs where you walk in the door and they tap you on the shoulder and they say, okay, you are our Vice President of Education. And you're new to Toastmasters. We don't do that here at NorthJax. So what I'm going to try and do is explain to you the different roles and the purposes and benefits for each individual role. So when we have our election, you'll know what's going on. Currently, there's a committee, and we mentioned the committee last week, who have reached out and touched individuals who have said that they would like to actively participate in a particular role. But some of you, especially our new members, are probably sitting back wondering, what am I getting into? Turning your fingers a little bit. Or maybe there's another role that I would like, but I don't understand. What are they doing? What is the president's job? Would you like to be president of the club? Or is that just a figurehead? She's coming in and get the meeting started and like, okay, I'm done. sent out a few email blasts, and she's good to go. Now, if you knew Chad back in the day, now he was the king of email blasts.
Yes.
You would get several, and I mean several, in a day. The election process. We spoke about the committee. Number two, on election day, there's going to be an actual ballot that you're going to fill out saying who you would like to fulfill that role. We got to know each other a little bit better since we've been here. You think anybody can fill the role as a treasurer? We don't know. You think anybody can fill the role as president? Remember, our officers are individuals that's going to dictate the climate of our club. And we want people in those roles who we know can fill them. And make sure when we have a visitor walk through the door, we have a good representation. Or better yet, when they go to a conference, we have a good representation. Let's speak a little bit about the president. What is that figurehead's job other than to start the club meeting? And to tell you the truth, that's really not one of her purposes. We'll get into that a little bit later. She or he is the chief executive officer for our club. This individual is like our CEO. Although Obama is our president, he's got a cabinet of individuals who help make the decisions. And I'm going to tell you this, he may take the fall for it, but you know what? When he falls down, he's got a whole bunch of people coming down with him. Same thing with our president. She's got a cabinet, he or she got a cabinet of individuals who help make those decisions. And that's her main, he or she's main role. I'll tell you a few more things that our president, one of the main things our president is supposed to try and achieve for us. I know all of you heard of our Distinguished Club program. Our club president's main function is to try and get us that President's Distinguished distinction. 4 CCs. Better yet, when our president takes their office next year, I will encourage our new VPE to push that individual to present the Distinguished Club program to us. Because it is the president's job to try and get the members to work together as a cohesive unit to achieve our Distinguished Club program points. This year, we got 10 out of 10, and we did it relatively fast. So I'd like to thank all of you who have given up your time, effort, and energy to achieve it. A couple other things that our executive officer, her function, he or her function is to do for us. For conferences, they represent our club at the conference level. They will go to the district or division or even the regions level, and they will represent our club. One of the natural progressions for a president is to move into an area governor role, if they desire, which is a district level office.